weighting his arm. So for him to wrap around my waist, his arm really never makes it to my waist. It's up high on my chest, which makes this hand really simple to lock in. If I take the weight away from his body and I sit up, now if he gets to my chest, or my waist rather, now it's going to be a stretch for me to get to omoplata. Kimura. It's going to be really difficult. Okay? If this were to happen and you're this seated up, when he comes up, you better be willing and ready to hit a switch. Okay? I better be willing to get underneath this leg and ready so that as he comes up, I hit a quick switch and I'm on the back. Okay? There are solutions to every problem that exists. Every problem has a solution. And we better be willing to understand those solutions. So if my body weight should be heavy on my training partner, should be very, very heavy on my training partner. In this scenario, when he's flat on his back, just stay flat on your back. In this scenario, when he tries to turn, my ribs are blocking his shoulder girdle. So if we rotate it around here, you see my ribs block his shoulder line. That's important. My arm is in good position. That's super important. And so, sorry, buddy. If we do this well, he'll never get to my waist. He'll get to my chest. He'll go to the double. He'll try to get up to his knees, and his arm will always stay high, which lets my arm in. If I sit up, his arm's going to go across my waist. Now we need to hit a switch. Now, the good news is about hitting a switch, you are in significantly better position than him. My head is so high. My hips are going to be much higher than his in a second. So as he comes to the knees, we're in a perfect switch position. I mean, my legs are posted. I catch the inside of the legs and I drive my body in, and there's not much he's going to do to stop this switch position. And we have a near side underhook, which is awesome, and we're able to break our training partner, our opponent, down very well with exceptional control of underneath on one side, underneath on the other side, and we can go right into the back control system. So it's very noteworthy to point out that the weight needs to be in a very specific manner. And if it's not, if you lift up and open and your training partner turns very quickly, meet them with the switch and you'll still be safe. All right, now again, we took a look at Kimuring off the rollout. Okay, there are a couple other options that we'll have off the rollout. And one, when he rolls out, we catch. It's always the same. I'm catching and folding my legs in. Now, I mentioned that most of the time the arm comes through the gap. Okay, that's almost always. But if he hesitates, he's slow, and I begin to lower my arm, or my arm ended up in a lower position, and his arm punches over my arm. Yep. This now, as long as I keep my wits about where my head position is, it's very hard for him to not necessarily turn, but turn well. Okay, Kyle, if his intent is strong enough, will still turn to turtle. He can still turn. He can yank this arm out. He can come to the turtle position. But look at where he comes at. Keep going, buddy. He'll have to get this arm out of the way, and he'll come up to the turtle position. And as he comes to the turtle position, we can hug the hip and be ready to take the back. It's not a difficult proposition to hug that hip and be ready to take the back with various back take methods. So if his arm punches over, you can let him come to the turtle and hug the hip and be ready to take the back, or B, you can just plant him. So if he keeps going and he waited and now the arm's going and I decide to play my elbow very high as he tries to turn, I can just stop his turn altogether. There's not much stopping me from pinning him. There is, because depending on the scenario and the environment, sometimes you're going to want to pin people. Sometimes you're not going to want to let them turn. There are all kinds of different scenarios in which we grapple, and it really depends on the environment, on what you choose to do. But a specific environment I can think of right now off the top of my head that's quick is that if you're in a competition and there is 10 seconds left and you are down by 1 point and you use Dumaplata sweep and you want to win, and you don't want to try to submit somebody, and as the sweep ensues, there's 7 seconds left, and you pin someone, your idea is to pin or take their back. If you have a choice A is to pin them and score your 2 points. Choice B is to let them turn and try to take their back. Well, you have 7 seconds left. So it's going to take much longer than 7 seconds to score a back